Uh, I'm Brad Tuminella with Southern Packaging. Um, Southern Packaging was started in 1992 here on this site, uh, and over the time we've expanded from a single warehouse and 4 acres to multiple warehouses and 45 acres. With the company, what I'm primarily responsible for is the financial and the marketing side of the operations. We're located in West Baton Rouge Parish in the town of Port Allen on Highway 190 West, 7271 Highway 190 West. We service a trade area of pallets in the 150 to 200 mile radius from the Baton Rouge Port Allen area, primarily the petrochemical corridor up and down the Mississippi River. Southern Packaging is located in Port Allen, Louisiana, which resides in West Baton Rouge Parish. We're located at 7271 Highway 190 West, which is just roughly 8 miles from the Baton Rouge metropolitan area. And we service the petrochemical companies up and down the Mississippi River within about 150 to 200 mile radius of the Baton Rouge, Louisiana area. The domestic versus the export business, or the export side of our business, based on the percentage of pallets that we're currently heat treating, I would estimate that 35% is domestic and 65% is export or has the potential of having the product that they're putting on the pallet to be exported. The IPPC understanding and regulations, we've gained the majority of our knowledge in this area through our trade association, the NWPCA, which is the National Wood Pallet Container Association. Being a member of the NWPCA, they have kept us informed starting 3 years ago on this issue. We currently now receive bulletins once or twice a month with the most recent updates of those countries that are now requiring it, and if they're not requiring it, at what date they will be implementing the heat treating process. And with this information that we've received through the NWPCA, we have forwarded on a great deal of it to our customers. In some cases, our customers have access to this information and are well aware of it. Others, they are looking at Southern Packaging to provide them with the information and keep them in compliance, such that when their material is received overseas, it's not held on the docks or not run into problems with their material coming into the foreign countries. The pallets that we send overseas have a stamp on both sides of the pallet, or 2 sides if it's a block pallet, with our logo, a number that's unique in the world to our company that can be traced back to our country should it ever need to be. Yes, there's some confusion as to what needs to be heat treated or what does not need to be heat treated. Basically, it boils down to if the wood is a manufactured wood, such as a plywood or an OSB that's made through a heat-treated process or heat treating process, those products do not need to be heat treated. If it's a green lumber, whether it's pine, coniferous, or hardwood, they would have to be heat treated. Yes, there is some confusion on that, and what we try to do is send to our customers regulation from IPPC that has been forwarded to us through the NWPCA. Southern Packaging began operations in 1993. The founders of the corporation were Ken Tuminella and Brad Tuminella, both graduates of LSU on 2 different occasions. I believe we both went on to get our master's degree. Ken's background is forestry, my background is business. We started the company based on the concept that a majority of the pallets coming into the Louisiana market were coming in from out of state. And this was a driving force behind us starting the company, was to keep the raw material in the state process it in the state, and ship it to our customers in the state. And I believe that was the thrush and the driving factor of us starting the pallet operation. We started once again in 1993 with 3 employees. Of those 3, we still retain 2 of them, and we've grown to over 85 employees over the past 11 years. The company started in a 12,000 square foot warehouse on a 4-acre piece of property where we cut the wood, assemble the wood, and ship the product. Since that time, we've evolved and have spread out from 4 acres to over 40 acres, and once again from 3 employees to over 85 employees. And we've also backward integrated. Knowing to be competitive, we quickly came to realize why the pallets were coming in from out of state, and it's due to the fact that the competitors out of state had a competitive advantage in the fact that they were processing from the raw timber or pulpwood all the way to the finished product. And as soon as we realized this, knowing that the cost of the wood in the pallet is the largest contributing factor to the price, we then began research on backward integrating to include a scrag mill, which is a sawmill designed to process small diameter logs. And after doing our research, we invested in a scrag mill. However, we quickly realized or found out that the loggers bringing us timber did not want to be constrained to a 12 or 13-inch diameter log. Therefore, a year or 2 after we put in the scrag mill, we followed it up with a sawmill to process the larger diameter logs. And what this has done is eased up the ability for us to receive the raw timber from the neighboring areas. Most of our timber, when I say timber, what we're referring to is graded pulpwood, is shipped to us within a 50 to 100 mile radius. This backward integration step, of course, forced us to acquire more land for log storage, to put the scrag mill on and to put the sawmill on. And this step has allowed Southern Packaging to become a leading competitor in the Gulf Coast area.